Hi, good evening, all of you. I hope you can hear me and I am visible to you as well. Okay, now since I am audible and visible to you all, so let's begin today's session. And today's session is about molar pregnancy, right? Now, molar pregnancy, quite a few questions on molar pregnancy have been asked in your exams. A very short topic, बहुत कम चीजें आती हैं molar pregnancy में in terms of questions, but you have to know them. So please remember that molar pregnancy is a benign disease of the trophoblast. This is a line which you have to remember कि ये यहाँ पे सारी की सारी problem, the entire problem in molar pregnancy is of this trophoblast, right? Now, what is a trophoblast? Quickly revise kar lete hain. So, if you know that there is a blastocyst mein there are few cells which are attached on one side which are called as inner cell mass. In cells को कहते हैं inner cell mass. Inner cell mass is also called as embryoblast. अब ये जो embryoblast या inner cell mass होता है, this is the one which is giving rise to the entire embryo. All the three germ layers are formed by this inner cell mass. And periphery में there are cells. These cells are called as trophoblast, right? So ये जो cells होते हैं, these are the ones which are called as trophoblast. Is trophoblast का what is the function? Function of trophoblast is that it forms the fetal side of placenta. So fetal side of placenta is formed by the trophoblast, right? Then the fetal membrane chorion is formed by the trophoblast, and trophoblast के दो parts होते हैं, cytotrophoblast and syncytiotrophoblast. तो ये जो syncytiotrophoblast होता है, I'm writing it here, syncytiotrophoblast. Syncytiotrophoblast का रोल होता है कि जितने भी hormones are formed by the placenta, for example HCG, HPL, all of them are formed by syncytiotrophoblast, right? And cytotrophoblast का एक बहुत important role होता है which we are going to do in PIH, that it prevents PIH. So quickly let me tell you what I have told you to all those students who've joined now. I have just read the first line कि molar pregnancy is a disease of trophoblast and it has malignant potential. तो trophoblast क्या होता है? I was explaining that कि blastocyst में there are five cells जो कि एक side पे जाके attach हो जाते हैं, which are called as the inner cell mass. And this inner cell mass, which is also called as embryoblast, forms the entire embryo. And ये जो periphery में black color के cells which I have drawn, they are the ones which are called as trophoblast. Trophoblast का function ये होता है that trophoblast number 1 forms the fetal side of the placenta. Number 2, fetal membrane chorion. You all know कि chorion and amnion are fetal membranes. So chorion is formed by trophoblast. Number 3, trophoblast divides into cytotrophoblast and syncytiotrophoblast. Syncytiotrophoblast का function होता है कि it forms hormones like HCG and HPL. So HCG and HPL are formed by syncytiotrophoblast. And cytotrophoblast का role क्या होता है? It prevents PIH, right? Now, molar pregnancy, it comes under gestational trophoblastic diseases. Gestational trophoblastic diseases में हम include करते हैं दो conditions. One is partial mole and the other one is complete mole, right? And gestational trophoblastic neoplasias. Gestational trophoblastic neoplasias में हम include करते हैं 4 conditions. What are the 4 conditions which are included in gestational trophoblastic neoplasias? Number 1, invasive mole. So invasive mole is included under gestational trophoblastic neoplasia. Choriocarcinoma is included under gestational trophoblastic neoplasia. Then PSTT क्या होता है? Placental site trophoblastic tumor. Placental site trophoblastic tumor. That is included in gestational trophoblastic neoplasia, and ETT, epithelioid trophoblastic tumor. So these are 4 malignant conditions which are included in gestational trophoblastic neoplasias. Gestational trophoblastic diseases में partial mole and complete mole, and gestational trophoblastic neoplasias में invasive mole, choriocarcinoma, PSTT and ETT. Right? Now, what is the problem in molar pregnancy? तो ये जो molar pregnancy है, partial mole and complete mole, इनमें problem क्या होती है? इनमें प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि देयर इज अनड्यू प्रोलिफरेशन ऑफ द ट्रोफोब्लास्ट. ट्रोफोब्लास्ट मैडली प्रोलिफरेट करता है, राइट? सो ये जो ट्रोफोब्लास्ट है ये मैडली प्रोलिफरेट करना शुरू कर देगा. सो दिस ब्लैक कलर ट्रोफोब्लास्ट विल कीप ऑन प्रोलिफरेटिंग 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 प्रोलिफरेटिंग, राइट? अब जब ये प्रोलिफरेट कर रहा होगा, इट मे गिव सम स्पेस टू द इनर सेल मास टू ग्रो. अगर इसने थोड़ी बहुत जगह दे दी टू द इनर सेल मास टू ग्रो, सो सम फीटल टिश्यू कैन बी प्रेजेंट. Some fetal tissue is present. If some fetal tissue is present, पूरा fetal tissue कभी भी नहीं present होगा because madly proliferate कर रहा है ट्रोफोब्लास्ट, तो वो पूरी जगह कभी भी नहीं देता to embryoblast कि वो पूरा का पूरा fetus बना सके. थोड़ी बहुत जगह दे दी तो some fetal tissue will be present and that condition is called as partial mole. And बिल्कुल भी जगह नहीं दी, madly proliferate करता गया and there is no fetal tissue seen, then that condition is called as complete mole. Right? Now, because trophoblast is madly proliferating, right? So there is abnormal, undue proliferation of trophoblast. Undue की जगह you can also write it as abnormal proliferation of trophoblast. So the size of the uterus is more than period of gestation. This is very very important. जब भी आपके पास question आएगा, in question the height of the uterus will always be more than the period of gestation. Right? Now, on ultrasound, what are you going to get? On ultrasound, you will get snowstorm appearance. Again, a very very important question and a very important image as well. So you are going to get snowstorm appearance, right? So just let me tell you how a snowstorm appearance looks like. This is how a snowstorm appearance look likes, right? तो ये देखो, यहाँ पे ऐसा लगेगा छोटे 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 vesicles हैं, snowstorm की appearance दे रहे हैं, right? So this is the kind of picture which you are going to get on ultrasound. So whenever your question shows you this picture and they ask you whether it is partial mole or whether it is complete mole, always say that this is a complete mole, right? क्यों? क्योंकि no fetal tissue is seen. यहाँ पे हमें कोई भी fetal tissue दिख रहा है? नहीं दिख रहा है, right? So snowstorm appearance typically seen होती है. Snowstorm appearance typically होती है complete mole के अंदर. Partial mole में भी दिख सकती है, but it is very characteristic of complete mole, right? So on ultrasound, you are going to get snowstorm appearance. Now, just now I told you कि syncytial trophoblast जो होता है, it forms hormones like HCG and HPL. So this trophoblast is madly proliferating. So if it is going to madly proliferate, क्या होगा to the levels of HCG? There will be increased levels of beta HCG. Again, very important question. Right, now you also have to tell me in which other condition do you get increased beta HCG? चलो जल्दी बताओ, कौन कौन सी ऐसी conditions होती हैं in which you get increased beta HCG? So increased beta HCG कब कब मिलता है? In twin pregnancy, right? Number 2, just now I told you, in molar pregnancy. Number 3, in case of Down syndrome. Right? In case of Down syndrome, you are going to get increased beta HCG. Then in case of choriocarcinoma, you get increased beta HCG, right? So these are the conditions where you get increased beta HCG levels, right? So ये भी बहुत important question है that increased beta HCG कहाँ मिलता है? Other than molar pregnancy, you get it in choriocarcinoma, twin pregnancy, and you get it in Down syndrome. No beta, it is not ectopic pregnancy. Ectopic pregnancy में HCG levels decreased मिलते हैं, right? So just now I'll clear your this concept of yours. जितने लोग ectopic कह रहे हो ना, आप सब गलत कह रहे हो बच्चा. Understand. Now first let me tell you little bit about beta HCG. देखो, understand. बीटा HCG एक नॉन प्रेग्नेंट फीमेल्स में एब्सेंट होता है, राइट? एंड बीटा HCG प्रेग्नेंट फीमेल्स में ही प्रेजेंट होता है. तो जब भी हम बीटा HCG हाई या लो कहते हैं, जब भी हम कहते हैं बीटा HCG लो है या बीटा HCG हाई है, हम किसके रिस्पेक्ट में कह रहे हैं? वी आर टॉकिंग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू प्रेग्नेंट फीमेल, कि एक प्रेग्नेंट फीमेल के कंपैरिजन में बीटा HCG लेवल्स इस प्रेगनेंसी में कैसे हैं, राइट? सो बीटा HCG लेवल्स, सपोज आई एम टॉकिंग कि 10 वीक्स पे एक नॉर्मल प्रेग्नेंट फीमेल में बीटा HCG आर 5000 इंटरनेशनल यूनिट्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल, राइट? तो एक 10 वीक्स नॉर्मल प्रेग्नेंट फीमेल में, नॉर्मल इंट्रा यूट्राइन प्रेग्नेंट फीमेल में 5000 होते हैं. तो इन केस ऑफ अबॉर्शन, अगर फीमेल में अबॉर्शन हो रहा है तो बीटा HCG के लेवल्स लेस मिलेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 3000 मिल जाएंगे, राइट? एक्टोपिक प्रेगनेंसी में लेवल्स लेस मिलेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 3200 मिल जाएंगे, right? In comparison to normal pregnancy, abortion and ectopic pregnancy में बीटा HCG के लेवल्स लो होते हैं. अब तुम लोग को कंफ्यूजन कहां होता है? कंफ्यूजन भी मैं बता रही हूं. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन दिस. नॉर्मली बीटा HCG आफ्टर 48 आवर्स नियरली डबल करती हैं इसकी वैल्यूज, राइट? सो आफ्टर 48 आवर्स एक नॉर्मल प्रेगनेंसी में जब आप बीटा HCG को चेक करोगे तो ये 5000 का 9000 इंटरनेशनल यूनिट्स हो जाएगा, राइट? इन केस ऑफ अबॉर्शन आफ्टर 48 आवर्स लेवल्स पहले से ही कम थे. आफ्टर 48 आवर्स दे आर गोइंग टू डिक्रीज मोर, राइट? एंड दे विल बिकम 2000 इंटरनेशनल यूनिट्स. In case of ectopic pregnancy, beta HCG के levels low होते हैं in comparison to normal pregnancy and after 48 hours increase करते हैं but less than 2 times. तो डबल नहीं होता कभी भी. सो वो 3200 का 4000 इंटरनेशनल यूनिट्स बन जाएगा, राइट? सो यू आर गोइंग टू गेट अ स्लो राइज. Are you understanding? तो कभी भी ये मत कहना कि in ectopic pregnancy levels of beta HCG are high. No, beta HCG के levels low होते हैं in comparison to a normal pregnancy. And after 48 hours increase करते हैं but they are not double. Right? So 3200 था, so it is going to become 4000 international units. कभी भी double नहीं होंगे. Is that clear to all of you? Clear? So never say कि in ectopic pregnancy beta HCG levels are high. हाँ, high levels किस में मिलते हैं? Just now I told you. High levels मिलते हैं twin pregnancy में, high levels मिलते हैं molar pregnancy में, high levels मिलते हैं choriocarcinoma में, high levels मिलते हैं Down syndrome में, high levels मिलते हैं RH negative pregnancy में. Clear? Okay. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Now understand, we were coming back to molar pregnancy. तो molar pregnancy में because of undue proliferation of trophoblast, the size of the uterus is more than the period of gestation. On ultrasound, you get a snowstorm appearance and levels of beta HCG are high, right? Now, because beta HCG levels are high, in other words, HCG levels are high, so patient complains of hyperemesis gravidarum, hyperemesis gravidarum. There will be excessive nausea and vomiting because HCG is the hormone responsible for morning sickness, right? Number 2, patient is going to complain of theca lutein cyst in the ovary. There will be theca lutein cyst in the ovary. And जो alpha subunit होती है HCG की, that is similar to alpha subunit of TSH. That is why you are going to get symptoms of hyperthyroidism. That is thyrotoxicosis के भी symptoms मिल सकते हैं, right? Now, please understand that a very, very important concept is big placenta. बिग प्लेसेंटा जहां कहीं भी होता है वहां पे देर आर इंक्रीज चांसेस ऑफ PIH. जब भी प्लेसेंटा बड़ा होगा देर विल बी इंक्रीज चांसेस ऑफ PIH. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ट्विन प्रेगनेंसी में इंक्रीज चांसेस होते हैं PIH के. डायबिटीज में प्लेसेंटा बिग होता है तो उसके अंदर चांसेस इंक्रीज होते हैं PIH के. या RH नेगेटिव प्रेगनेंसी में बिग प्लेसेंटा होता है तो देर आर इंक्रीज चांसेस ऑफ PIH. Wherever you are getting a big placenta, there are increased chances of PIH. And placenta का जो fetal side है, that is formed by trophoblast. Fetal side of the placenta is formed by trophoblast. Just now I told you this, right? So, and in patients of molar pregnancy, trophoblast ज़्यादा है. There is increased trophoblast. Now, because there is increased trophoblast, there are increased chances of PIH. And this PIH will be seen at less than 20 weeks. So, ऐसा pregnancy-induced hypertension, where the pregnancy-induced hypertension will be happening at less than 20 weeks, right? So, in cases of molar pregnancy, because the trophoblast is madly proliferating, so that there is increased trophoblastic tissue, and because there is increased trophoblastic tissue, so you get increased chances of PIH. हाँ, understand काकोली, you are right कि जब PIH हो जाएगा तो प्लेसेंटा का साइज स्मॉल हो जाएगा. In PIH, if they ask you कि प्लेसेंटा का साइज क्या होता है, in PIH you get a small placenta. लेकिन रिस्क फैक्टर फॉर PIH इज बिग प्लेसेंटा. PIH में प्लेसेंटा स्मॉल हो जाता है, राइट? लेकिन रिस्क फैक्टर फॉर PIH इज अ बिग प्लेसेंटा. जहां कंडीशंस, जो कंडीशंस जहां पे प्लेसेंटा का साइज बिग होता है, ऑल ऑफ देम हैव इंक्रीज चांसेस ऑफ PIH. दैट इज अ रिस्क फैक्टर फॉर PIH. Now, because of PIH, the size of the placenta becomes small. Clear? Okay. Now, how is a patient of molar pregnancy going to present to you with? So, a patient of molar pregnancy presents with first trimester bleeding. She comes to you with bleeding in first trimester, right? So, जो patient आपके पास bleeding लेकर आएगी in first trimester, patient may say that grape-like vesicles were coming out. Patient may say grape-like vesicles were coming out. Right? अब फर्स्ट ट्राइमेस्टर ब्लीडिंग कहाँ मिलती है? फर्स्ट ट्राइमेस्टर ब्लीडिंग हमें मोलर प्रेगनेंसी में मिलती है. फर्स्ट ट्राइमेस्टर ब्लीडिंग अबॉर्शन में होती है. फर्स्ट ट्राइमेस्टर ब्लीडिंग इज सीन इन एक्टोपिक प्रेगनेंसी. अब हाउ एम आई गोइंग टू नो कि ये क्वेश्चन मोलर प्रेगनेंसी का है कि नहीं है? बिकॉज योर क्वेश्चन विल से कि फर्स्ट ट्राइमेस्टर ब्लीडिंग के साथ साथ HCG लेवल्स आर हाई. The moment your question says HCG levels are high, you come to know that they are talking about molar pregnancy. Yeah, your question says that height of the uterus is more than period of gestation. या अगर आपका क्वेश्चन कहे कि फीटल पार्ट्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं, फीटल हार्ट साउंड्स नहीं मिल रही हैं, या अगर क्वेश्चन कहे कि अल्ट्रासाउंड में यू आर गेटिंग स्नो स्टॉर्म अपीयरेंस. So whenever your question says that there is first trimester bleeding and along with that HCG levels are high, या height of the uterus is more than period of gestation, या snowstorm appearance मिल रहा है on ultrasound, या fetal parts या fetal heart sounds palpable नहीं है, then that means they are talking about molar pregnancy. Investigation of choice in molar pregnancy is ultrasound, that is TVS. And just now I told you on TVS you will get a snowstorm appearance. Snowstorm appearance is typically seen in complete mole, right? Gold standard investigation is histopathological examination, जो कि हम करेंगे after you have done the management. So what is the management of choice? Suction evacuation. What is the management of choice? Suction evacuation. After suction evacuation, you will do a sharp curettage. After you have done suction evacuation, you will do a sharp curettage and the curettings will be sent for histopathological examination. Right? Whatever curettings you get, you send it for histopathological examination. Now, if your question says that age of the patient is more than equal to 40 years and her family is complete, ये दोनों चीजें अगर दी हुई हैं, that age of the patient is more than 40 years and family is complete, then in that case you are going to say that I will do a total abdominal hysterectomy, या जिसको simple hysterectomy भी कहते हैं. In that case, you are going to do a total abdominal hysterectomy or simple hysterectomy. Right? This image I showed you, this is of snowstorm appearance on ultrasound. Now, pregnancy is contraindicated for 6 months after suction evacuation. Pregnancy is contraindicated for 6 months after suction evacuation. In 6 months में patient should not conceive. Why? Because I will do follow-up. And how do you do a follow-up? For follow-up, you have to measure beta HCG value. This beta HCG has to be measured every week till you get 3 consecutive negative values, 3 consecutive negative values, and then you will do it monthly, then repeat monthly till 6 months. Right? So हम क्या करते हैं? Every week beta HCG को check करते हैं until you get 3 consecutive negative values, then you have to repeat it monthly for 6 months. During these 6 months, I do not want the patient to get pregnant, because अगर patient pregnant हुई, her HCG levels will increase and I will not come to know कि उसका HCG level क्यों increase हो रहा है. Whether it is because of the neoplasia, gestational trophoblastic neoplasias, or whether it is because of the pregnancy. Right? So she is going to ask you कि okay doctor अब बताओ, फिर you are saying I don't have to conceive, what is the contraceptive of choice, what contraceptive should I take? You are going to tell her OCPs. Are you going to give her any prophylactic chemotherapy? No prophylactic chemotherapy has to be given. You just have to give her OCPs and you have to follow up with beta HCG value. You don't have to give any prophylactic chemotherapy. Right? Just one more question over here. What is the treatment of theca lutein cyst? How do you manage a theca lutein cyst? Nothing. It's no management. You don't have to do any management. The theca lutein cyst will automatically regress after suction evacuation. So you don't have to manage the theca lutein cyst. Right? This was everything about molar pregnancy. Last thing which you have to know is, as I told you, molar pregnancy could be a partial mole or it could be a complete mole. Right? Partial mole कैसे बनता है? Partial mole में there is an ova which is fertilized by 2 sperms. Right? So an ova is fertilized by 2 sperms. So the karyotype of a partial mole is triploid. That is, it is 69XXY. Now, there are 2 sperms which are fertilizing a single ova. So it is dispermic. Right? Fetal parts are present in a partial mole. On ultrasound, you do not get a typical snowstorm appearance. On ultrasound, you get appearance similar to missed abortion. Appearance similar to missed abortion. And its chances of progressing to GTN are less. Right? In this partial mole, beta HCG levels are high, but they are less than 10 to the power of 5 international units. The levels are high, but they are less than 10 to the power of 5 international units. Definitely the levels are high, right? On the other hand, in case of a complete mole, there is an empty ova. This empty ova doesn't have any genetic material. No genetic material is present in the ova. It is fertilized by a single sperm, and then jitna bhi genetic material hota hai sperm ka, that duplicates, right? And that is why it is diploid. Its chromosome number is 46XX, but what you have to remember is that the entire genetic material belongs to father. Mother का ova जो था, that was empty. जितना भी genetic material था, that belonged to the father, and वो अपने आप में duplicate कर गया. That is how complete mole is diploid. Because it is fertilized by a single sperm, it is monospermic. Fetal parts are absent. No fetal parts will be seen in case of complete mole. On ultrasound, it gives a snowstorm-like appearance. It has higher chances of progressing to a gestational trophoblastic neoplasias, and beta HCG levels are more than 10 to the power of 5 international units. Father है तो 46XY. अरे बाबा काकोली समझो, स्पर्म का जेनेटिक मटेरियल क्या होता है? स्पर्म कैसे हो सकते हैं? स्पर्म कैन बी 23X या स्पर्म कैन बी 23Y, राइट? या तो कोई स्पर्म 23X होगा या कोई स्पर्म 23Y होगा. अब आई एम सेइंग कि जो स्पर्म का जेनेटिक मटेरियल होता है वो डुप्लीकेट कर जाता है. तो सपोज ये स्पर्म 23X था, तो इसका जेनेटिक मटेरियल डुप्लीकेट करेगा तो क्या बन जाएगा? 46XX. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड बेटा? काकोली जल्दी से यस लिखो काकोली अगर समझ में आ गया तो. I am here to clear your doubts. So I'm happy कि तुम लोग अपने doubts clear कर ले रहे हो during this class. So don't feel shy if you've asked a doubt. Kakoli, type a yes so that I come to know that you have understood. It was your doubt. Siddhant? Siddhant, beta, it can be 46YY also, but that is very rare. Most commonly जो मिलता है 46XX मिलता है. Right? Okay. Okay, chalo. So, nee, that's okay. That's okay. If you have doubts, you should ask, and I'm happy that your doubts are getting clear. That is why I am here, to clear your doubts. So, everyone, have you understood molar pregnancy? All of you. So, this was about molar pregnancy. Tomorrow, I am going to talk to you about choriocarcinoma. Tomorrow, your class will be on choriocarcinoma, and Tomorrow the timing will be probably 6 o'clock. I will update you in the morning, but it is going to be 6 o'clock, right? So see you all tomorrow. I love you too, बच्चों.